Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Some cats are just thorough. Some cats are just thorough. And I talked about this on my Patreon about a week ago. You know, about you just want to be that thorough dude. Look, I know, and I said I was going to still get out that term game, but I'm going to use it for reference purposes here. You get some guys, they just going to attract women, not necessarily because they're like an alpha showpiece, shout out cousin T-Tall, or because, they just got a silver tongue. No, some dudes just got it to the point that they hitting on enough cylinders that the woman's just like, wow. You know, the woman's just like, wow, this dude is thorough. And that's how, and I've said it before, that's how I learned growing up. You want to be that dude who was good at sports, good at fighting, could talk to the women. Oh, could dance too and dress. Basically, the more things you could tick off, the better you were. Now, it wasn't about like that whole concept of saying some magic word or something, getting the women wet. Man, that's some corny PUA shit. You know, even they don't even get into that shit as much. But that's some corny stuff. Because even when people talk about the mouthpiece or something, that was just being able to have an ordinary conversation with women. But the thing is, as a man, you want to kick it on all levels. And if you look at what I talk about, if you look at it, right, I always talk about getting yourself in shape, keeping yourself in general shape. But then also talk about, I got a specific channel talking about the mindset for making money. And, I always say, hey, you want to make that money for your own edification. Because, yeah, you could be that dude who's real fine and everything, and you get some play. Or that dude who can be real, got that smooth conversation, or whatever you got, whatever your niche is. But, if you that dude, like, you could be that, but then, like, say you, like, have those genetics that a lot of women consider physically appealing. All right. But then you walking somewhere and somebody hit her on the butt. You gonna fight? Can you fight? You might have to. I know some dudes don't want to get into that, but you might have to, because women, in their logic, as such as it is, I know some people say they don't have it, but the way they view things, they don't give a shit about you being a law-abiding citizen, or what you might have to lose, or even that you dealing with 3-1. Their first thought is, fuck them up. So you got to have that too. Because whatever you don't have, look, a lot of dudes worry about a woman cheating. Whatever you can't present to a woman, somebody else might have it. Now, like I said, the face thing, that's iffy. That depends on the woman. But you can be in the best physical shape. And you broke, because that's what do women say? He fine, but he broke. So, they might have a good time with you, but they ain't taking you seriously. And just to be clear, because I know people always get huffy, think they need money. You need at least enough money to maybe take care of yourself and another human being. And if you think you got enough money to take care of a family, that's optimal for women. That's optimal. Now, someone want a little bit more. Now, if you get those women, just a tangent. If you get those women who want you like to buy all this stuff, then leave her alone. But most women just want you to be able to take care of the basics at least. And so, that's part of it. Now, I'm saying all this. The reality is, you just got some guys. They not doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. They not like super dressers. Their bodies are in decent shape, but they ain't gonna win like a bodybuilding contest, or their pictures ain't gonna be like go viral on social media. And they dress like, they can call it coordinate. They don't dress like they like mirrors in their house, or that they're colorblind. And if somebody stepped to them the wrong way, they can throw hands just as well. Some cats are just like that. And see, the real key to them is, and I talked about this in Nice Guys and Players. It's the whole thing of just being a real man, being authentic. See, one thing about dudes like that is not something they fake. You can't fake your body. And you can try to fake like you the man or something, but people won't see through it anyway. Because in order to effectively fake that, you'd have to, your body language is going to give you a certain way. Men in charge of stuff have something, because you got some cats saying, well, fake being high value. If you're not walking and talking like you high value, it don't matter. Or if your voice intonation or, your body language, says, oh no, I'm just some ordinary lame out this motherfucker. But you get some guys, they just thorough. They just natural leaders. Every dude ain't something, everybody don't need like some information or some webinar or books or to listen to Rom just to say, oh, this is how they should be. In fact, that's one thing I like about many of the people who comment. They already there. I'm just confirming for them. Because we live in a society that try to tell you to do something else. And, some of these guys, they don't even need to chase women like that. Because I said in a video before, sometimes women just like a dude. Dude just doing him. He doing him chilling. And the woman come up and say, damn, I like that dude. In fact, a lot of women be like doing that. That's why, even though I said, weighed in on the don't approach thing. I always said my main thing is not approaching and just doing me. Looking for choosing signals. I said I can approach if she fine enough, because I ain't gonna let an opportunity pass. But that's just me. Like I said, I respect whatever anybody wants to do. But one thing, for a specifically thorough cat, please, you gonna have the women asking about them. They gonna be asking around, be like, yeah, who's that? Like a truly thorough cat, like a dude who's like just clicking on all those cylinders. Now I know some people say, well, that's impossible. No, it ain't. How many times, in fact, shout out Cousin T-Tar again. I mean, he introduced, like I talked about the term genius bruiser. I didn't make up that term. That's like a TV trope. But he added the term Malik. That's the dude who could, he could play ball. He captain of the football team or something. But he's, he's a chess champion too. In fact, I've known some dudes, high school and college. They were baller. They could ball. They had the physical aspect, but they also were Dean's List students, honor society students. In fact, it's like, yeah, that's thorough. If you got that, or sometimes you might have some dudes. They might have, like, say you got a dude who women consider fine. And, most guys who are considered fine are just, that's it for them. But then maybe that dude could still break down like he could hit politics with you, or he could talk about something deep, some intellectual shit. And some cats are just like that. They ain't faking at it. That's just them. And, even in my books, all my books is really trying to get a guy to that point. Because even if you weren't that type who was athletic in high school or young, you can still hit the gym. You can still get your body tight. You don't know, everybody don't have to play ball. Everybody don't want to play ball. But you can still do something. And that's the whole thing. It's about a state of being. That, like, it's something where you go to sleep. You can go to sleep and somebody can see you asleep, and they just, how you sleeping or something, they gonna pull. You can pull. So, like I say, that's always been my main thing. But yeah, some cats are just thorough. So anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. Peace and many blessings.